Why do human sperm and eggs have only 23 chromosomes? Join me as I dive into the fascinating world of genetics and tackle the challenge of explaining why human sperm and eggs each have only 23 chromosomes. Did you know that human sperm and egg cells have only 23 chromosomes? That's exactly half the number found in most human cells. This fascinating fact plays a crucial role in human reproduction, genetic diversity, and evolution. But why does this happen? And how does it shape the very fabric of life? Let's break it down in a way that makes sense. The role of chromosomes in human reproduction. To understand why sperm and eggs, also called gametes, have 23 chromosomes, we first need to talk about chromosomes themselves. Chromosomes are the structures in our cells that carry genetic information, passed from parents to children. In most cells of the human body, there are 46 chromosomes arranged in 23 pairs. One chromosome in each pair comes from our biological mother, and the other from our biological father. But if every new generation were simply a mix of 46 chromosomes from both parents, our chromosome count would double with each new generation. 92, 184, 368, that would be chaos. Instead, nature has developed a clever way to maintain stability: meiosis, a special type of cell division that ensures sperm and egg cells each carry only 23 chromosomes. This brings us to our central question: why do human sperm and eggs contain only half the usual number of chromosomes? And what does this mean for genetic diversity and human evolution? Let's explore. Understanding the chromosome puzzle. If humans have 46 chromosomes in most of their cells, why do sperm and eggs have only 23? This question challenges us to think about how life is sustained from one generation to the next. We know that when a sperm cell and an egg cell fuse during fertilization, they form a zygote, the very first cell of a new human being. The zygote must have 46 chromosomes to develop correctly. This means sperm and egg cells must start with only 23 chromosomes each, so that together they create a complete set. So how does the body ensure that sperm and eggs get only 23 chromosomes? The answer lies in meiosis, a beautifully complex process that reduces chromosome numbers while creating genetic diversity, the key to evolution and survival. The science of meiosis, the key to chromosome reduction. Meiosis is a specialized type of cell division that occurs exclusively in reproductive cells, ensuring that sperm and eggs carry half the usual number of chromosomes. Unlike mitosis, which produces identical cells for growth and repair, meiosis reduces the chromosome number by half, preventing an exponential increase in genetic material with each generation. Meiosis Y, the reduction division, number 1. Chromosome duplication and pairing. Before meiosis begins, each chromosome duplicates. These chromosomes then pair up with their homologous counterparts, one from each parent. Number 2. Crossing over. During this stage, sections of DNA are exchanged between paired chromosomes. This recombination creates genetic diversity, ensuring that no two gametes are identical. Number 3. Separation of homologous chromosomes. The homologous chromosome pairs are pulled apart and distributed into two new cells. Each resulting cell now has 23 chromosomes instead of 46. But each chromosome is still duplicated, consisting of two sister chromatids. Meiosis II, the final division. Number 1. Separation of sister chromatids. In this phase, the two sister chromatids of each chromosome are pulled apart. Number 2. Formation of 4 unique cells. The result is 4 genetically distinct daughter cells, each containing 23 single chromosomes, half the number of a normal body cell. This process ensures that human sperm and eggs maintain the correct chromosome count. When fertilization occurs, the combination of two gametes restores the full set of 46 chromosomes, preserving genetic stability across generations. At the same time, meiosis plays a crucial role in genetic variation, ensuring that each individual is unique. Why is genetic diversity so important? Meiosis does more than just ensure that sperm and eggs have the correct number of chromosomes. It also plays a vital role in generating genetic diversity. But why is this important? Genetic diversity is what makes each individual unique. Except for identical twins, it ensures that no two people have the exact same genetic makeup, leading to variation in traits like appearance, immunity, and even intelligence. This uniqueness is created through two key mechanisms during meiosis. 1. Crossing over, recombination. During meiosis, homologous chromosomes, one from each parent, come together and swap sections of DNA in a process called crossing over. This mixing of genetic material results in chromosomes that carry a combination of genes from both parents, rather than an exact copy of either one. The result? Every gamete, sperm or egg, is genetically distinct, ensuring that siblings inherit different combinations of traits even though they share the same parents. Second, independent assortment. When chromosomes separate into gametes, the distribution of maternal and paternal chromosomes is random. This means that each gamete carries a unique combination of chromosomes, creating millions of possible genetic variations. In simple terms, no two sperm or egg cells are identical, increasing the likelihood that offspring will inherit different traits. Why does genetic diversity matter? Genetic diversity is crucial for survival. If every human were genetically identical, the entire species would be vulnerable to the same diseases and environmental threats. A single deadly virus or environmental change could wipe out the entire population. Instead, because of meiosis, humans have an evolutionary advantage. Different genetic combinations mean that some individuals may naturally resist diseases, adapt to climate changes, or develop traits that help them survive in new environments. Over generations, this drives evolution, ensuring the survival and progress of the human species. In essence, meiosis is nature's way of ensuring life's continuity and resilience by generating endless possibilities for adaptation and survival. The evolutionary perspective. Why did this system evolve? Human reproduction is not a random process. It has evolved over millions of years to maximize survival and adaptability. Unlike some organisms that rely on asexual reproduction, where offspring are genetically identical to their parent, humans reproduce sexually, a process that offers a significant evolutionary advantage. Why asexual reproduction has limits? Asexual reproduction is efficient in stable environments, as it allows organisms to reproduce quickly without needing a mate. However, it lacks genetic diversity. If the environment changes or a new disease emerges, an entire population could be wiped out because every individual is genetically the same. The role of sexual reproduction in adaptation. Sexual reproduction, on the other hand, creates genetic variation. This happens through meiosis, which shuffles genetic material through crossing over an independent assortment, ensuring that each sperm and egg carries a unique set of genes. Fertilization, which further increases genetic diversity by combining genetic material from two parents. This constant mixing of genes makes populations more resilient to environmental changes, diseases, and evolutionary pressures. If a virus spreads, for example, some individuals may carry genetic traits that help them resist infection, allowing them to survive and pass on their genes. Meiosis and human evolution. Meiosis has been a driving force in human evolution, shaping populations by naturally selecting beneficial traits over generations. This process has refined our immune systems, physical characteristics, and even cognitive abilities. In short, the reason humans are so diverse today is because of sexual reproduction. By ensuring that each new individual is genetically unique, meiosis continues to play a vital role in human survival, evolution, and adaptation to the ever-changing world. Real-world implications. What happens when meiosis goes wrong? Meiosis is a complex and highly coordinated process that ensures the correct distribution of genetic material. While it is typically an efficient and elegant system, errors can occasionally occur. These mistakes can have serious consequences, affecting fertility, genetic health, and overall development. Number 1. Non-disjunction, too many or too few chromosomes. One of the most well-known errors in meiosis is non-disjunction, where chromosomes fail to separate properly during cell division. This can result in gametes with an abnormal number of chromosomes. If such a gamete is involved in fertilization, it can lead to genetic conditions such as Down syndrome, trisomy 21, where an individual has an extra copy of chromosome 21, Turner syndrome, where a female is born with only one X chromosome instead of two. Klinefelter syndrome, where males inherit an extra X chromosome, XXY instead of XY. Number 2. Infertility and chromosome imbalances. Errors in meiosis can also affect fertility. If sperm or egg cells have the wrong number of chromosomes, they may not be viable, leading to difficulties in conception or an increased risk of miscarriage. Number 3. Genetic disorders from faulty crossing over during meiosis. Crossing over allows for genetic recombination, increasing diversity. However, if this process goes wrong, it can lead to missing or duplicated genes, contributing to genetic disorders like Cry-Duchat syndrome or Fragile X syndrome. The medical significance of meiosis. Understanding meiosis is not just about learning how life begins. It has real-world implications in medicine, genetics, and reproductive health. Studying meiosis-related disorders helps scientists develop fertility treatments, genetic screening techniques, and potential therapies for chromosomal conditions. Bringing it all together, why do sperm and eggs have 23 chromosomes? Meiosis is a fundamental biological process that ensures the correct transmission of genetic material from one generation to the next. It is responsible for reducing chromosome numbers, maintaining genetic stability, and introducing variation that helps humans adapt and survive. Here's a summary of why meiosis is so crucial. Human cells and chromosome numbers. In most human cells, chromosomes exist in pairs, one set inherited from each parent. This means that somatic body cells have 46 chromosomes, arranged in 23 pairs. However, reproductive cells, sperm and eggs, must have only 23 chromosomes to prevent chromosome numbers from doubling in each new generation. Why sperm and eggs have 23 chromosomes? For reproduction to be successful, sperm and eggs must contribute half the genetic material each. When they combine during fertilization, the zygote, fertilized egg, restores the chromosome count to 46, ensuring the proper development of a new individual. Without this reduction, chromosome numbers would spiral out of control. Meiosis, the key to reducing chromosome numbers. Meiosis is a special type of cell division that halves the number of chromosomes. It occurs in 2 stages. Meiosis 1, chromosomes pair up, swap genetic material, crossing over, and separate. Meiosis 2, the duplicated chromosomes split into single copies, forming 4 genetically unique gametes. Genetic diversity, a survival advantage. Genetic diversity arises from 2 key mechanisms in meiosis: crossing over recombination, which shuffles genetic material between chromosomes; independent assortment, where chromosomes are randomly distributed to gametes. This diversity ensures that no 2 humans, except identical twins, are genetically identical, making populations more adaptable to environmental changes and resistant to diseases. Errors in meiosis and their consequences. While meiosis is tightly regulated, errors can occur, leading to genetic disorders or infertility. Examples include non-disjunction, which can result in conditions like Down syndrome, extra chromosome 21. Meiosis, the process that makes us unique. This intricate biological process is essential for reproduction, diversity, and evolution. It ensures that every human is genetically unique, adaptable, and prepared to face life's challenges. Nature has a brilliant way of balancing stability and variation, ensuring that life continues to evolve in incredible ways. Now that you understand why sperm and egg cells only have 23 chromosomes, take a moment to appreciate the incredible complexity and beauty of human genetics. What do you think? Did this explanation help you see meiosis in a new light? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos on genetics and reproduction. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.